What's up, guys? ZFarls here for the PS4 side of the bracket. This is Group H, Mattstergamer, the #1 ranked player on PS4 salary cap. And on the other side, GOSMadden, a relative newcomer last season, but he's in a lot of Twitch chats, causes a lot of noise in the community. And although the fans take their shots at him, you see him here, he's already won a couple games, and he's looking for one more against Mattstergamer. The winner of this goes to the group stage, so let's see what these guys have in store for us today. I'm excited to watch both these players play. I know they've worked hard, prepared hard, and let's see what they can do for us, and do for themselves, and do for their, Madden tournament lives. A lot on the line today in this Madden Classic. So up the middle, Rawls, first carry, tries to gain some yards. Tight doubles on playbook here for Mattster. He's got Cole Beasley. We saw him have a couple nice catches. Marvin Harrison is his guy, who is his receiver, his main legend, one of the best options in the game. Mattstergamer is the Dolphins. He has the ball right now to start things out, and hopefully can pick up some yards on his opening drive, kind of get things underway. GOS makes a lot of noise. I see him in every chat. I see him. So right there, Mattster tried to go across the middle. He went with the touch pass, which sometimes you're like, I'm going to dot that up. And then when you release a touch pass and it's not actually going to be a dot, you're like, oh my God, just please let me aggressive catch. I don't even want to catch it, but please let me be the person that gets my hands on it, and then they knock it to the ground. Right there, he got the pass knocked to the ground. Fortunately, the ball was not caught by GOS off of the tip. Right there, he's got Beasley underneath, possession catches, goes up the middle, and Carson Palmer starting this out 1 for 2 right now for 17 yards. He had a nice route combination with a slant coming across the middle, and then the other route sitting right underneath in a curl. You see the pressure looking to come off the right side of the screen right there, and so Mattster tries to go to the left, but even though he had the numbers win, GOS is still able to get the stop right there. This is Draft Champions right here. This is for the Madden Classic. Ultimately will be capped off with a total $100,000 prize pool. This is the online stage where you got to get about 3 wins to get into group stage, which will take place, I believe, during the course of the upcoming week. Mattster looking. Sack comes in off the left side of the screen. Graham gets in and makes it a 3rd and 19. There was some route progressions coming in. He picked up the initial pressure, but ultimately the delay caused GOS to be able to get in, and Mattster unable to look up downfield and had to take the sack. See Palmer right here with trips to the left, nobody on the left side of the screen. You see the out route there to Beasley. You see a lot of pressure coming from that left side. Interception under pressure for Mike Singletary, the legend from the Bears. And Matt had all 3 of his receivers on the left side of the screen, and the pressure came from there, so he had to roll to the right. So then the routes never really made it all the way across. He had to throw off his back foot and cost him a turnover there on his opening drive. So just 2 minutes into this game, and GOSMadden already has the ball at midfield, trying to run it here and see what he can do. Tough throw right there. Shankman boy. To be able to get into this, you just have to play games on the first season. It's obviously up now that the playoffs have started. But Season 2, if you want to get involved, which leads to Madden Bowl, is active right now. So you can go in and play salary cap ranked or Draft Champions ranked, and the tops on the leaderboards will be invited to this event here, which is going on right now. Once that season ends, and you'll be able to qualify. If you win a couple of these games, you get in the group stage, and then you ultimately go to Burbank, California to battle it out like we saw last year with the Madden Championship. Just got to start playing games. And there's lots of information over on the EA Sports site if you want to check it out. You see Kevin Green dropping off the line of scrimmage, taking out the underneath route right there. It was Mattster, but GOS was super patient, waiting for the corner route to break, and it got underneath his coverage. So that was pretty nice patience there from GOSMadden. Trying to get some updates from the scores in the earlier games. I saw a lot of big names that had finally got to that point in the bracket where there was no more hiding, no more they had to play some other guys that I'm sure they wouldn't have wanted to, but I'm looking to see who got the victory in those games. Those are the tough games during this single elimination phase. You know, when you get to the group stage, you can take an L and still, you know, potentially get in, but ultimately the single elimination, as Stiff said, was the toughest. Playmaker rolls, goes underneath for 6 yards. Going to be a 3rd and 1. 3rd and inches. Good defense right there from Mattster. Once he knew he had everything locked up, he dropped down to that route, but good job by GOS to scramble, get the most out of his quarterback here that he drafted. QB sneak potential. Nope, he hands off, and he gets hit short. Kendricks comes up and nails Freeman, and it's still inches right there. Does GOS sneak this? Does GOS... I don't think he takes a field goal despite getting a turnover on the opening drive and then getting ball at half. He's not going to try and take the points. He didn't make it here. Kicking field goals. Let's see. Is Mattster going to go to goal line? He is. And we've got our first critical play. Russell Wilson, I think that it. Nope, Carson Palmer. Carson Palmer with the sneak. Grabs it, and he's now down in the red zone, well into the red zone, and he's in the single back tight. Looks like the halfback wham from single back tight. That's one of my favorite runs, obviously not from that exact formation, but very, very similar motion, just different personnel, basically looks the same. So he goes back under center here. He's got a Jai in the backfield. Mattster spreading his line. The run comes up the middle. No push. Quick 2 yards there, but still a 3rd and goal coming up right now. Reminder, guys, we are watching Mattstergamer's channel, so if you appreciate him streaming and want to see more of it, if he continues this run here, make sure to head on to twitch.tv/Mattstergamer. We'll put that in the chat. Edge can't get set, but still enough bodies there to make it a 4th and goal for GOSMadden as the last second ticks off the first quarter. Almost had the seal, but couldn't get all of what he needed right there. Good defense from Matt to hold up after the turnover, and a good drive by GOSMadden to get some points, not let up anything on your opening drive, force a turnover, you get 3 points, and you got to feel good about that. Anytime you get the ball at half, you know, you have command of the game if you score first somehow, and you always want 7, but you feel good. Mattster rolls back out here. I believe both players are using Carson Palmer as their quarterback, as Mattster has the Steelers' offensive playbook right there. Tries the fullback inside to Gary Barnage, but can't go up the middle. Right here, Mattster looking to hand off to Rawls, but the edge is locked up. That's one thing I've noticed about that run so far in the season is it was not a very good run last year, and then at the start of this year, those runs were good. And at this point, though, people are doing a really good job setting the edge, and contains are playing those runs much better than they were the first month. And so I liked those in about September and October, but now it's November, right? And I'm not feeling like those runs are quite the same. Beasley, out route, covered, more rolls, can't hang on. I think that was Crabtree. If Mattster was able to click on to Crabtree and get him down towards that ball, he might have been able to cut off the safety who came in and actually hit him. But when you're rolling like that, you can't always get there. And he's now going to go for this on 4th and 10. Early decision here from his own 25. 4th and 10. He's down 3. He started with the ball. This is a critical play for Mattster. Pressure comes left. He's rolling, patient, and he takes the hit. And now Mattster gives up the ball. He's just 1 for 5 right now with Carson Palmer. Couldn't find anybody. GOSMadden here doing a great job on defense, forcing Mattster to roll away from where he wants to go and getting home just in time. Underneath coverage is open, and a sneed route makes it 4 for 4 for Mattster. Fork wheel. You know my love-hate relationship with that play, fork wheel. I think it is a great play, and those routes are super tough to cover unless you're using them. He used it underneath, and gets down to the 1-yard line right now with Freeman. I think there's a couple people in the chat, guys, that are wondering, why do that? Why go for it? It's just a Madden thing. It's just something that Madden players do. Palmer sneaks right there. Can't get in. 3rd and goal coming up. Is he going to go right back to the sneak? Looks like an offsides. Still going to be 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go. Half the distance to the goal. One more sneak potentially, or he's used the halfback sting. Yes, Palmer gets in on the sneak right there with Palmer. So 10-0. So for Mutter, right, why do that? Why go for it? Well, oh no, he faked it. GOSMadden faked a field goal, and I think he's just known as being just unpredictable, I would say maybe is the word, and he shows it right there. Unpredictable. He was trying to go up 11 points to make it 2 touchdowns basically that Mattster would need, or a 2 and a field goal like Gos had. But wow, incredible stuff right there. Looking to goes to group stage. Underneath Mattster, though. Harrison hangs onto the rock. A good read right there. Palmer's 2nd completion on the day. And he's got to get more tempo going across right there. Rawls stands next to him in the backfield. Crabtree is ready to go. On the right side, pressure picked up, seam route. Barnage hangs onto the rock. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the first half right now. Mattster's down 9 points. He's in the Steelers playbook, and he's trying to open things up. Mattster qualified number 1 on the PlayStation 4 leaderboard. He's the Dolphins right now with Gos as the Seahawks, and Rawls trying to run the ball. And I think what Mattster's seeing right now is Gos in a defense where his front doesn't look that formidable. His numbers advantage in the box. Mattster has to think he can run the ball right here. He's got to think that left side's open. But he's ran the counter, and it hasn't worked. I mean, Rawls just doesn't have that many yards on that many carries. And so, he's got triangle. He threw it. Harrison hangs on. And that's something that Marvin Harrison, to me, does consistently, that Tim Brown does, and almost nobody else does. I don't know if it's how much of that is catching traffic versus just every rating being extremely high for that legend receiver. But Harrison, to me, has made plays like that. Like that's he was open, but usually he'll drop that. Most receivers in the game drop that pass after taking the hit. So Mattster not having trouble with he's having trouble running the ball. Passing window super tight, but he's trying to find a way. He's trying to scramble. He takes the hit. No fumble right there. Lucky for Mattster. Now it's 3rd and 5. You cannot turn the ball over. Got to get points on the board. Even if it's 3, you got to be happy with what you've got going on. Mattster, he's going to run. with full back inside. And he's going to get stopped short. The clock's going to move. GO's going to take a timeout. And Mattster's going to take 3 points. I don't dislike that call. I don't dislike that call. 5 is tough. Gary Barnage is tough. Those, 3 yards, maybe. Gronkowski, maybe. Or if it's a different formation where you could get not a tight end there. Or if you were going to go for it on 4th down and you want it to be a 4th and 2. But I think he said, I'm okay with 3. I'm going to get a stop here with a minute 36. The problem is now, a minute 36, GOS has 1 timeout. He gets ball at half. Got to lock up. Without the touchdown, you got to lock up. It could have been 9-8, but now you got to lock up, which you're planning to do. That's why you were number 1 on the PS4 salary cap leaderboard, and it's time to fight. But GOSMadden's got reads, 5 for 5, cross wheels out to the edge. That motion out wheel. I just posted a video today on that exact topic. The motion out wheel. There's a motioned out drag. Oh, screams underneath, but the pressure goes for the drag and alleviates the pressure coming off the right edge. Mattster's in the big dime 1-4-6. GOS looks happy to pass the ball here with kind of the timing left in the quarter and trying to see what he can do. Winner goes to the group stage for the Madden Classic for a chance to compete against 3 other players in a World Cup almost style chance to get out. Round robin, everyone plays everybody once. We use this format you saw last year, and you saw some really compelling outcomes. Many players going 2-0 or 1-2. And fighting, just trying to find a way to get in. 2 people go home. Will GOS go? Or will GOS go home? Whew. Pruitt, Fuller, Snead. The weapons for GOS. Routes. And a bad click on. So a very good user play by Mattster. He had that route at the start of the play. He had to leave it, but it continued on and then got open on the other side of the field. He threw it, the safety breaking down got clicked onto, but a mistimed tackle let it be a little bit more yards. All right, GOS with nothing here. Had to throw the ball away. Right there, he had 3 streaks. Only 8 seconds left. If you're GOSMadden right now, you can take 1 shot to the end zone. It appears he's going to call goal line and maybe center his kick and then take a timeout and then be happy with getting 3 points. This is my guess. Or not center his kick. All right, 2 seconds left. He takes his final timeout. So if he goes right there, here's my thinking, right? There's 8 seconds left. You can throw in the middle of the field, but if you do that, then you take a timeout with 3 seconds left, then you don't have time to take a shot to the end zone. So it's not even really worth throwing anywhere but the end zone. But then you don't really need your timeout. So he just kind of took the safer play. He already was down a point from calling a fake extra point. And so that's where we sit at halftime. Right now, guys, it's 12-3. GOSMadden with the ball at the half. Mattstergamer trails by 9 points, 2 scores. Gonna need to get a hold right here in this one. And not just a hold, but also potentially, kind of try and get the ball back sooner rather than later. GOS passes, he's got underneath, he throws deep, and Collins makes the hit, but the receiver hangs on, and Palmer's 9 for 11 with 151 yards early in this game. For receivers, the cut right there from Mattster, or from GOS, goes right past Mattster. Freeman, the gold halfback, did a really nice job cutting to the middle right there. And right now, the score differential is 18-3. So it's 15 points. This is going to make it 3 scores. There's a lot of time left in this one. This is huge. This is huge. He doesn't get it. And so right now, you just need a touchdown, 2 touchdowns, and one of those has to have a 2-point conversion. So it keeps it 2 points. If your GOS, you kick the field goal there, and then you make it so he needs 16 points. So GOS just went for the jugular right there. Didn't get it, though. And now Mattster just got to score on this drive. And we talk about it all the time. I say it all the time. There's only 7 points to be scored right now. There's not 15. If you try and get too many points too fast, you have 9+ minutes in this game right now to throw downfield and to get the ball back. You don't have to score on this opening 3 plays. Cole Beasley hangs on underneath. I was very excited to come home and watch this game, guys. I was at the gym, so excuse my appearance, but I was just hyped to see these 2 competitors that I've seen in the chat for a couple seasons now, who are both very passionate about Madden, both very helpful to other players in the community, both always trying to get better, improve, and both really ground games to get into this. So it's good to see them both get 2 wins early. Like we said, the winner of this one, pick underneath by GOS, will be going to the group stage. And now Mattster is in danger of making it 3 points right there. 18-3, 15-point lead, 2 scores. Field goal range is 20 yards away to make it 3 scores. In the third quarter, Freeman carries. He's got 8 for 50 on the day. Let's see. Anybody got intel of how the earlier games went? Does anybody know people that are already in the group stage? Third and 2 right here. He's at the 43-yard line. Mattster needing a turnover to offset some of the early interceptions in this one for him. 3rd and 2, he goes up, and he's locked up, and now it's 4th down and 5 at midfield. He can't kick a field goal. He's got no range. And this is a big play. This is a momentum style play right here that Mattster needs, this 4th and 5. He's played great defense all day long. He's going to take a delay a game and maybe punt. If your GOS, you've locked up. You've played defense. And no way he fakes. That would be diabolical. But you could really pin your opponent back right here. He's had trouble moving the ball. If you go for it and don't get it, you know, do Madden players believe in momentum, though? I feel like Madden players must believe in momentum. Anyway, GOS kicks it out at the 6-yard line. True Boy made it to the groups. Drag made it to the groups. Drag play had a really tough game, right? Or he had a tough opponent. I don't know how the actual game went, but how was it? Duke beat Stevie J. That's impressive. Yeah, Madden players believe in anything, CLW. I'm with you on that. We'll We believe in them. I believe in the Madden gods. We believe in... Oh, he didn't fumble. So he lives to fight another down right there from his own 6. Fitzmagic, we've got GOSMadden up 18-3 over Mattstergamer right now. Mattster with the ball in the shadow of his own goal line, trying to find a way to just get the ball moving, get momentum back on his side from the Steelers playbook. And that's not going to help. Just a dropped pass straight up from Crabtree. And that's a bummer. I'm not sure if Seattle got in. I know he was there. I know he was one game away at least, but I haven't seen an updated bracket so far. Mattster rolls to the right, goes back underneath. Under pressure, tremendous throw. Can't break the tackle or turn up field. Makes it 4th and 1. Is he going to go to the fullback inside right now? And would GOSMadden run commit? He's unpredictable. Do you dare throw the ball right here? We saw him run this play on a 4th down earlier in the season of the group stage. He didn't convert when he did it. I know Gibbs didn't love the specific play call, but maybe he's refined it since then and maybe just didn't execute it how he wanted. It was a 4th and short that I think Gibbs said that the out route on the right side of the screen was too far. But let's see if Mattster's learned from his first game, which he ended up winning, so he did. He's got triangle underneath, wide open, rolls, grabs some yards. 7 for 15 Palmer now. Trying to put it together, seeing what he can do. Coming out in the gun split close here. Steelers playbook. Beasley gets motioned out to the right on that out route, which I want to now add to my game. Sack lunch, shed up the middle. Singletary's already got a pick in this game, gets his first sack. And a tough break so far. Guys, remember, Mattstergamer streaming this action for us over on twitch.tv/Mattstergamer. Make sure to head on over there and give his channel a follow. Streams gameplay quite a bit, and I'm sure he'll be grinding continuously. So follow that channel as well. We appreciate everyone that's been able to stream their games if they're willing. Once again, not a requirement, but I just feel that it makes a great experience for the community. A lot of people in here checking it out, want to see the top people play. Before they get to Burbank, and Beasley on 2nd and 18. Almost split the zones right there. Close. Crabtree left side. On a fade. Beasley coming across the middle. Mattster needs to at least get 10 yards on this play, because this is 4 down territory. Grabs the throw to Harrison, picks up 10 yards. Makes it a 4th and 8. He's got to go for it. With 1 minute to go. There's still 6 minutes in this game. This is fight. Like, this is fight. Nothing's gone your way. Your opponent's playing a great game. Fight. You get a first down here. There's 6 minutes left. You have 2 timeouts. Dot. He stopped him. Beasley, inches, did not get the first down. Painful, 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 painful for Mattstergamer. Picks up 7.9 yards on 4th and 8. Turns over the ball to GOS. And now goes into field goal range. And now he's got a guaranteed 3-score game entering the 4th quarter if he doesn't turn it over. That is fight territory. That is the difference. Outside, locked up. That's the difference sometimes, guys. Just the little plays where you pick that up, you're right on the line. He scores a touchdown, pressure's on GOS. You don't get the yards. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's hard. Today it had to be hard. And that's a big credit to GO's defense for sure. But the drop to Crabtree, the line right there. That's tough. I mean, these tournaments, guys, they're grueling. Mattster played 500 games, bad tackle. 500 games to be atop the PS4 leaderboard. I think 500 wins, 400 wins. And you don't always get the luck. You sometimes need it. Sometimes you can win on the skills. Other times it can be tough to grab it as GOSMadden goes in the end zone for the touchdown to go up 3 scores. Oh, sack. Ball's out. Blocked. All right, 24-3. Let me just go check and see what's going on out here, and I'll be right back. All right. Ooh, juke right there from Mattster. It's a lot of Madden. Another fake extra point right there from GOSMadden. It's a strategy thing. You don't want to put too much into it. All right, get out there and vote, folks. It's election day. It's a group stage day. It's a lot of action. It's a lot of action. Down the sideline dot to Beasley. Hangs on, and that's the one he needed. It's Madden, guys. There's no... I don't think you can... Because here's the thing, right? You can do that stuff, but you're ultimately going to lose someday. Like, unless you're stiff, every single person last year ended their Madden 16 career with an L. So, you can go for it, you can rub it in, you can run up the score, you can do whatever. Which I don't consider that doing it. Like, you gotta be willing to play, because you're not always gonna come out on top. It might not always be your day, and then that's where you gotta check in. You gotta face the music. I don't, you know, people play Madden. They're trying to score as many points as possible. There's no, between the whistles, there's no anything. Surfboards, I'm not in this tournament playing games, just casting the games, trying to give you guys the action. That's what I'm here for. So far, Madden 17, players out here looking for a victory, but, you know, people looking to earn those series points and get some hands on that cash early and often leading towards the championship. Right now, Team North Star, we have Mattstergamer and GOSMadden, with GOS leading here in the fourth quarter. He's up 24-3. Digital in the building. We got Juke God. Sack lunch, fumble, ball's out. Witten hops on it. Bradham comes off the edge. Running this pressure, man, this edge pressure is tough. And having to scramble outside the pocket is tough too. Without the ability to really playmaker exactly how you would have in years past, it's tough for people on the move to... And right there, Harrison hangs on, but actually ends up dropping the pass. So that's Crabtree dropped that ball. Harrison then drops that ball. When your legend's dropping the ball after 2 steps, that hurts you. 4th and 17 for Mattster. Gonna go for the touchdown here. I think he could have taken the field goal to make it 6, 24-6. Carry the 2. Maybe that's 18. I don't know. Good game to Mattster. And GOS trying to run it out with Freeman. Almost at the 2-minute warning. Nuckies, I'm not sure if anybody else is playing today and streaming. I bet people are. I'm not aware of any games beyond just kind of checking and paying attention. But I know a lot of the games maybe have already gone on today. So I think I'm trying to get an update on the bracket to see who's in, who's out. But I'm sure we can get that info, hopefully. And I'll take a look tomorrow. We'll break down all this action, guys, on Tuesday on the Muckcast. If you guys check out the EA Sports channel, we'll be on there on Tuesday. We'll get RG down, who definitely watched these games this weekend. I know the commish watched these games. Freeman and GOS right there, lays down. So didn't go for the points, went for the laydown right there. GOS in the chat. After this one's over, I'm sure he'll pop his head in though. And I'm sure Mattster will pop his head in as well. 2 great gamers right here, battling it out. With group stage on the line, GOSMadden is going to the group stage. Mattstergamer is going on to season 2 of the championship series. He'll now have to shift his focus from the Madden Classic to Madden Bowl. Bigger prizes, but not what he was looking for when he started today. Clock's gonna tick out. And there it is, folks. GOSMadden 24-3 over Mattstergamer. There was a chance. Overall, GOS had the advantage all game long, getting the turnover on the first drive, getting 3 points. And after an 8-yard pass was ruled, a turnover on downs, right at the line of scrimmage, super close as it gets. It went in favor of GOS, and it ended up pretty much being the game for the most part. So all good, guys. Remember, head on over to Mattstergamer's Twitch channel. Make sure to give him the follow. We really appreciate him streaming. And give him a follow, guys, and give him some love in the chat. To lose something 1 step away from group stage when you played at least 500 games, it stings, which is a combination of the word sting and stinks. It stinks and stings at the same time. And then, to have people in the chat, everyone's been very respectful in the chat, which is great. And so it helps, because you don't want to, if you got to lose and then stream it so that people can then point at you and be like, ha ha ha, you stink, man, when they're not even in it. That's double the pain. Even though you should be like, yeah, they're just jealous. Yeah. It just hurts. It just hurts. So give Matt a GG, give GOS a GG, and we'll go on from there. GOS saying I wanted him to get 2 2-point conversions on that. Cool. All right. We're going to lock into a game right now. We'll pop this mudhead down. Classic. Madden Classic is ferocious.